I said it in another video, but Dad and I took a few minutes and just did some maintenance on them movable deck plates, and it really did a wonderful job for reducing head loss. You don't see hardly a kernel bouncing around up there. Well, that's pretty awesome. And yeah, I like that. That's nice. It's a little it turned here, and he plants with a 6-row, and I combine with the 12. And so I just go slow, try and, you know, wherever there's a little variance on the guess row from pass to pass, you just go slow and hope you can get the best you can. So yeah, it is what it is, you know. Get them leaners. We were kind of worried about stock quality this year with the drought and everything, but it actually, so far, it actually is doing really well. The yield is doing spectacular for the year we had, but stock quality, you don't see any ears dropped in the ground. It's actually really nice corn. I'll still go back on what I said earlier, as I think we really used up a lot of the reserves we had in the soil for moisture, and hopefully we get moisture next year, because it could turn rather ugly, and so yeah, I guess we'll find out, won't we? Here's the next corner. So you go slow and just let the head kind of pull it in, and and then hope you don't back into something. I don't know if my moisture meter is reading all that correctly. I know it's dark out, so you can't tell the slope, but this field has a pretty good little slope to it. So realistically, if he planted on 12, or like right now it's going really good, you could honestly go down this hill at 7 or 8 miles an hour, and but at the same time, when you go back up the hill, you're only going up the hill at 2 to 3, because you're watching your shoe loss. So when you go up a hill, that's when you're going to get shoe loss. There's no combine that isn't affected by gravity. I'm gonna get 1 row off out there. Shoot a pickle. Shoot a pickle. Scoop that up. Jump. Hopefully, but yeah, I like opening up cornfields. I always thought someday if I won the lottery, it'd be fun just to travel around the countryside with a combine, a couple semis, and a grain cart and a tractor, and just pull into cornfields for guys and open it up, and then they can go from there. having a good time knocking this grain out. Dad's hauling with the 46 in our wagons, and Gary's hauling with his 45, 55 in his wagons. Massey's on the grain cart. And so yeah, I'm putting fuel, a little splash of fuel in, and we just got 10 acres left maybe over here. So if Dad and Gary get on the road, then Dad combined here to make sure we're filled up. So when Gary got back, while I ran and refilled the slip tank, if we get if them two get on the road and quit yapping, then the rest of this field should fit in the grain cart and the 4 wagons. And so yeah, we only get in a couple hours. The rain is supposed to be here, and so we're just trying to get it done before then. Yielding magnificent. You can see some greenness to the stalks. Yield magnificent. And so yeah. We do have a pretty area. I should do a video about the prettiness of your areas kind of deal. Because we really do have a pretty area. And I really do have a pretty tractor. It's neat. I like just watching the grain coming out of the auger. I don't know why. Same like watching the wagon fill, if you know, watching it pile up and flow, or when the wagon's emptying, watching it flow out of the wagon. There's something mesmerizing and relaxing about it. Well, here we go. Zip down the road to get to the next field. We'll run this down, come back, get the Massey, run that down, come back. Dad can leave with the wagons, and I'll grab the corn head, and then I gotta go get the gooseneck trailer. Big surprise coming to the channel. Big surprise. And so I gotta go get a gooseneck trailer tonight to get ready for that. And now I'm in the tractor, trying to get this to the next field. We're doing 32 and a half, and the RPMs are dropping as we drive. And you can see the darkness coming in the sky. There's the old interstate. There's the old interstate. I like to sit here with the tractor and then drag race the cars as they go by, punch it and see if you can catch them. I know, a little juvenile, but we're all a little juvenile, to be honest with you. Lamaze, they got their corn off real early. That looked like a good looking field. It's kind of frustrating sharing a fence line when somebody does better than you. Oh yeah. We'll drop this Massey off, then I'll drop Dad off. He'll take the tractor and go home with the wagons and drop the corn off for Gary, and then I'll get the corn head down here, and then I'll go get the gooseneck. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying. Get ready for the transition to gravel. Oof! Somers, he's had this alfalfa field for a few years, and that thing is gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Please look out, little car. Please look out. And Jeff, we got a good start on his corn. We'll get back to it here soon enough. I sneaked down the road here with my combine with the corn head on it. You just got this little chunk of woods and I'm on the other side. Oh, I'm so close to showing you guys my new surprise. And then this tree is blocking the road. So I'll just have to sit here till somebody else comes by to move it, I guess. Maybe this homeowner, he'll come by in a couple hours. I don't, maybe the city will come by in a couple hours, but it's not my job. It's not my job and it's not my tree. So I'll just wait here. And we're strip tilling. Ditch. That's 9. That might be a little fast. There's 8. That looks better. There's 7. 7 looks real nice. Oh boy, 7 looks real nice. At 7 miles an hour, it's making the engine go to 1500 RPM. So it doesn't take much power at all to pull it. Somebody's a professional strip tiller now. Oof. That was a little abrupt. Let's go take a look-see here. Take a look at the machine. Just a little sneak peek. We'll get a walk around video in the sunlight. But I traveled all day to get this sucker and met some wonderful farmers down in southern Minnesota, and I wasn't going to go to bed tonight without trying it out. Well, you can't see because it's dark out here, but that ain't a bad deal. I gotta fine tune it because their soil versus my soil goes through the machine differently, so I might have to make a couple little adjustments, but otherwise we made strips. It's a B&H machine, and so it's a shank type machine. They had custom made poly wheels for it, so they didn't stick in their sticky soil, so they didn't stick. And by golly, it kind of works. 12 row. Then there's an air cart I got to go back tomorrow morning that hooks up to here, and it's kind of, I like that single. It's a twin bin air cart. We'll get a video of that twin bin air cart. And they're already set up for ag leader, which I'm already set up for, and so that makes that super convenient. Twin bin, so a guy can run 2 different products at variable rates, and I like the single pipe coming off the wagon going to the tower to get run out to each row. It just makes a nice clean. So for soybeans, if we're not running fertilizer, I can just run the unit like it is right now. But yeah, that's super cool. That's super. Little teaser here. We'll get something going in the daylight. I wouldn't mind taking a couple row units and just drop the shank 1 hole and see that if that point going down brings up more dirt, kind of deal. And yeah, there's a lead. There's a big lead roller, then a drag along road cleaners, a massive coulter, and then the big berming discs in the shank and the fertilizer system. And so, like I said, just a good teaser for tonight. And yeah,